Hey Kevin, thanks for the video submission of the forehand. Got a pretty good view here. Next time, do it from the side. I can see a little bit more, but I can see enough here to tell you exactly what's going on. And the mechanics on the racket take back, this is good. As you're taking the racket back, I'd like to maybe see the left hand take the racket back a little bit longer. You can see over here with Rublev, his hand is up on the throat and his left hand is largely going to take the racket back. And the reason this is important is as the left hand takes the racket back, it also coils the upper body. So the left hand takes the racket back, but coils the shoulders and the hips. And when this happens, there's a stretching in the obliques, okay? And this is that coiling effect. So your left hand is a little bit low and it comes off just a little bit early. And I don't even know that it necessarily comes off early. There's just not enough quite coiling here. You're doing it a little bit more by stepping across with the right foot, the left foot, and that's getting you more sideways, right? But so I'd like to see a little bit more coiling of the upper body like we see here with Rublev. Now he's open, semi-open stance, you're more closed. But here's where we're getting into a little bit of problems. So as the racket drops, you're really swinging by just shifting weight to the front foot. And you're thinking, that's not wrong, is it? It's not, but here's where you are getting into problems. When you swing forward, the kinetic chain operates by operating from the back foot on an open stance, or in a closed stance here, it would go from the right foot and then over to the left foot. All right, but this energy being stored down will go into the right hip, the hitting hip, and that hip will actually fire before the racket comes around. So what's happening here is you swing forward, you can see that your upper body is uncoiling the same time as your hips, all right, or even slightly before. And we want to reverse that. So what ends up happening is that you don't get the lag. So this is the important piece to pay attention to. You can see as Rublev works forward, see how his chest is already forward, which then lags the racket. The butt cap is facing out at a 45 degrees. And as we look at your forehand, what you're going to see is that when you swing, look where your chest is at contact. Right, so just before, right there, see how your chest is still sideways? So your racket isn't ever lagging. Your upper body has to uncoil and lag the racket to get big topspin and get big power. You're kind of stuck sideways by stepping in with the left. So what we want to do is reverse it. We want to go coil the upper body, fire the lower body, and that in turn uncoils the upper body and the racket plays catch up. All right, so I'll let you watch this next one in slow-mo. Take the racket back with the left hand, big coil, right? So a little buggy whip there. Let's watch one more. Coiling the upper body, load the lower body, and then you can see right there that big lag. I mean, Rublev's got one of the best forehands in the world, but it's all about getting that racket to lag. All right, so when you're working on this, what I want you to focus on is actually letting go a little bit. All right, really feel like you're cooling the upper body, almost as if here you were reaching back and grabbing like a 50-pound medicine ball. Think about how you would throw that. You wouldn't simply be able to just use your arms here, right? You would really have to use your legs and really focusing on coiling the upper body, the core, right? Like keeping the core stable, but stretching those obliques. And then from there, then you would see that contact more. This one's better, but you would see contact more with the chest forward, all right? But the racket lagging, right? Because what I'm looking for is like, so there's your lag, where's your chest, right? Chest is sideways. And that's where most of these are. Let's check out one more. I've worked through this, obviously. I looked at them all, but I just want to show you one more. All right, so at the lag rather. So lag, yeah, again, chest sideways. So all of these, when we look for the racket lag, where is Rublev's chest, right? It's largely forward. All right, so that's what you need to work on in order to get more pop and more spin access and just getting a little bit more elastic, right? It's that coiling, uncoiling, but it's all about the lag. Hope this helps a ton, Kevin. We'll talk soon. Take care, buddy.